Alright, so this evening we are out treating our bees for mites for the winter. And this is September 29th. So this is our last hive. We have 10 hives. And we use apivar strips, which are those strips right there. You hang them by a toothpick. You do 2 strips per box. So each of our hives has 2 brood boxes. You want it by the brood as close as you can. They stay in your hive for 42 days. At 21 days, though, you will come back into your hive and you're going to move them around. So make sure it gets on all of your bees and bite all of the brood, because the mites will go near to see those 2 frames. See, that's where most of our brood is on those 2 frames, and those actually will probably be 4 frames. So that's where we hang them. Now this is the second box. So we're going to hang them on. We're also checking, though, at this time for evidence of queen and eggs, just to make sure, she's still doing her job. And, because this is getting prepped for winter, of course, like we said. So we want to make sure she's still there doing her job and there's still eggs, in case there's anything we have to do differently. But so far we have seen evidence of the queen, or seen the queen in all the hives up until this one. So we saw babies in that other box, so we're going to see in this box if we can see any eggs and if we can actually see the queen. Okay. Oh, we saw the queen. So.
No, I saw eggs.
Oh, well, we saw eggs. So that's good.
The strips, two frames in between the strips.
Okay, and when you put the strips down, put it in a space of 2 frames in between the 2 strips. So don't put them on the same frame, and don't put them just 1 frame apart. Separate them by 2 frames. And also, when you put them on, please wear plastic gloves, because you don't want to be touching the strips. And also, when you're done, throw away your gloves and wash your hands, because that is just being smart and safe. And also, we've made new bee food. The bees, we fed them last week, and now we fed them again today. So now this is definitely, they need to start being fed regularly, which we do feed our bees regularly with their liquid food right now until winter. Then they get their candy boards. So everybody seems to be doing what they should be doing at this time of the year. And now this mite treatment. Oh, also we are going to be installing beetle traps into the hives right now, because we've seen some beetles today. We do have to get this stuff that we spread on the ground that really gets rid of the beetles, but we did it at the beginning of the year, and we're going to have to do it again. So we are going to pick some more of that up at the store. But at this point, we're just going to put the beetle traps in too, to help with that beetle population. So and here's all the other hives. Like I said, they're all done. And we still have their robber screens on the front. That's what those white screens are, because there is still, could be robbing still. And that's why when we're opening these hives, we are putting the burlap on top of them, so the bees are not going to go in those brood boxes and steal the resources as we are working these hives. So the bees cannot go through the burlap. So it's still, not until it gets cold and it's going to get the bees to stay inside their hive, they're still going to be doing their best to get whatever type of food and water they can find. So even if it has to be robbing. So, yep. Oh, there was the beetle. And there's a bee on my phone right now. I don't know what she's doing. So we see brood on those frames. Let's see. See those white stuff? That's baby larva. So there's your brood. So the queen is definitely here, and the bees are doing their job.
See eggs.
Oh, I didn't look for eggs. Hold on. this one. No, I don't see eggs on that frame. Just the, no, just brood on that one. And remember, with the strips, 2 strips per box, 2 frames apart. Whoops. And also, they are in the hive for 42 days, but at 21 days, you want to come back to your hive and you need to move your strips around the hive to maybe the other side of the brood, because you need it to, all your bees and all the brood to be exposed to this in order to keep the mite load down. And you just hang the strips with toothpick. There's little holes at the top, or one hole at the top, and you just put it through, and then yeah, pollen is in there. Yeah, now this is our smallest hive that we have. All of our other hives are definitely bigger. This is definitely the smallest, so we will definitely keep an eye on them for winter. Make sure that they make it. But yeah, so that is how you get your bees treated for mites in the winter, or for winter. You also will do this in spring, the same concept, the same thing, the same steps. You do it one time in spring and you do it one time in fall. And that's what you do. And then also check back though, because I am going to have a video about what I learned about bees and sleeping and how that helps them and how that affects them. So please check back and subscribe to our channel if you like it, please. We really appreciate that, and put a thumbs up. And please leave us comments. We love to read comments, and we love to respond to you guys and talk to you about all the wonderful things that God has let us do and what He blesses us with. And also, we just love to give God the glory for all of His wonderful creation. Thanks for watching. Bye.